So right before we get a situation. Look at that. You turn on. Why did you just now turn on? And you've been in my ear this whole time. That's some weird stuff. And then you just connected to the tablet. Like, what is, yo? I might have to see, and that's the thing. I'm looking now. I'm seeing now the signal might be cutting up, which means I might have to turn on my hotspot, because the Wi-Fi sound seems like it might be cutting up tonight. I'm not even gonna play that game. I'm not even gonna play that game tonight. Where is it? Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta go back to the second page. Yep. The fuck? What is that? No, none of that is what I was looking for though. Why is it not showing me my hotspot? Yo, where is my hotspot? Mom, I just turned it on now. That should do it though. Turn it back out. Backing out. All right. 7:01 p.m. So I'm back here because it wouldn't let me go live just now. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to switch. You punk ass bitch. 7:02 p.m. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was there, but right. Like, how did you go from the quick center? Like, you go to the quick settings after I tried to just open the notification window and you decided to swipe twice, to accept the swipe twice. After you didn't recognize the first swipe. I had to swipe twice because you didn't recognize the first one. And that's my fault all of a sudden. But apparently I can't get it to connect to my hotspot right now either. But we're not gonna figure that. We're not gonna worry about that.
You know what the name of the hotspot is?
Yeah, my hotspot and password is easy. It's Mr. J Gunn Spot. Oh, and it got me. I'm live now, so I guess it's working now. We're back. All right. So now we are here. Welcome, one and all, to a brand new episode of Tuesday's session of Talk About It Tuesday. But today, we're not going to have a topic today. I'm pretty sure a lot of my people in the room with us right now are probably glad to hear that, because we had that one topic and I did not come up with another one before today. So without, while we wait, because right now we have a little bit of time, we just waiting, getting everything arranged. The brother who we will be speaking with soon will be in the room. I'm about to actually send him. Finna find his joint real quick. Come on, go down, go down. Thank you. Nah, yeah, like you gotta request certain or you can send them the live stream or whatever. So I figure I'll do that. It's a courtesy. Come on. I know I'm just. Why did you move? Oh, I hate you sometimes, dude. You do some of the weirdest stuff.
You're live right now.
Yeah,
Are you doing this?
but like some of the weirdest. Do you realize this just closed the keyboard as I was trying to type in this man's page?
Oh, yeah, my phone be doing that stuff shit too. But it's
Like,
the whole
what in
shit.
the foolery? King Killer Roma, what's good, big dog? We have about to make a fellow appearance. I have to give you a hold on that one, King. I have a guest that is coming to the show, and he just joined us today. He just joined in at this moment. So we're waiting and we're going to give him some time to get in here because tonight we have a special interview going on with this brother that we're about to bring onto the stage. Man, dude has been, I first met him, I first bumped into the artist on Fat Man Scoop. Sensible Ignorance show, something that, I didn't expect to be, a cameo in that show as long as I was, but I still am. Almost every time he goes live when I'm around, if he's on. Yeah, but for the most part, he made his appearance during their talent segment of the show a couple years ago, and then he came on, and he's been making his moves in these social media streets as well as on these on his music. This is an artist that I want to give him his flowers today because I want him to be able to give you guys his story and let you hear where he's coming from, who he is, and just some all around information about Mr. Brock. Like crazy cool funny shit. I just realized how to spell his name, which was crazy to me. Like I didn't realize I had the whole name wrong. You know what I mean? Like it was that bad. I had the whole name wrong. So it was just like, damn, my bad, dog. I got you. Coming to spin you right up now.
Editing. Search. Edit. Invite to join. Close. Button. Double tap to activate. Broadcaster. Keyboard hidden.
And why not? Why not? The one time that I want to keep a good audio setting on this interview, it doesn't want to give it to me. But okay, we fine. We still gonna move on. We still gonna keep it going. Hey man, what's good with you, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, bro. What about me?
Appreciate it. You good. You coming in clean. I appreciate you, brother. So once again, I want to welcome you guys to this interview session we're having with this, this mindset right now we're about to get into. You're looking at an artist that goes by the name of Mr. Brock. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't know how long you've been doing music, but I want you to tell the people just a bit about yourself as far as like from the artist name to how long you've been doing music, just to break the ice on people, give people an introduction to self.
Yeah, it's Mr. Brock. I've been doing music my whole life, basically. But I got real serious about putting songs together. I'd say probably 99, 2000. I had joined a group called, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of high schoolers taking our talents to new horizons. I can distinctly remember February's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I first into Cyphers. Began battle rapping. That's how I started off. So
I think at some point we all experienced the battle rap session of rapping. As artists, developing their styles and seeing what they can really potentially put out to the people that would be palatable, at some point. And even if we didn't envision that being the way we were doing it and why we were doing it, it ended up being that. Because I think I'm not speaking for you, but I feel like as an artist, when I first started rapping, I did the same thing. You know what I mean? I was in the lunchroom ciphers. I went in, oh, snap, what's good with y'all? Oh, I want to rap like these cats because they cool. Not only that, but they had a lot of attention. When you when you see the crowd that formed around these cats as they was in that cipher spitting, it was crazy to me. I loved it. And it was about the most entertaining point of my day when I was in school. So that was something that I always picked up on when it came to the music for me. What was the one thing for you as a developing artist at this point, from learning, like knowing that this has been a part of your vocabulary as far as like being a part of music? What was like the one? All right, so what I think I'm going to ask you right here is, do you remember how old you were when you wrote your first song?
I'd say 13 years old, man. I still remember the bars, really. But it was the group, like I said, I joined. We all came up with a verse. At the time, we were real crunk, was that crunk era. Shout out to my Town Connects, because that's where I moved from Louisiana to.
Right.
My first year, freshman in high school. And I just wanted to make that clear that, I had the bars on game and I was going to represent for the set. You know what I mean? So.
Right. Hey, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. I mean, at that point in that music, it was definitely an era of time where crunk was definitely in full swing. We had the Little Johns out there. We had our 8 Ball and MJGs getting into the swing of crunk music, even though it was like they had already, we had already knew crunk music been around for a minute. But, we just it just hit the market around that time and blew out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I think I can say, honestly, I remember my first rap that I wrote, because it's a rap that I used. I recently just released that song, or that verse from that song, or from my first rap on one of my early albums that I dropped back in 2020. Matter of fact, no, it was 2021. So Mind of My Own, when I released Mind of My Own in 2021, 2 years ago. So yeah, that was actually the album that I released, the first rap that I ever wrote on that song. I Don't Like. And it was funny because, yeah, it was kind of crazy because it was literally the first verse that I wrote, and it was 12 bars. That's how I remember it being what it was. It was a 12-bar verse. I hadn't even finished the whole 16. And then like I went on to write a whole nother verse. And I ended up taking and getting maybe 6 or maybe 8 bars out of that second verse, because I was trying to go with the same format. And I ended up completing a whole verse by combining those two. That's how they ended up being my very first verses, because those were the 2 earliest verses that I had ever wrote. I think I was
16.
I was 15. I think I was 15. I was actually
part of my first song. I actually got into the studio. With a tattoo shop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I recorded my first song, I want to say maybe 15, 16 years old.
Oh,
and
wow.
Since then, I've had the opportunity of recording over 100 to 150 songs.
Word. Now, see, that is an accomplishment right there. I'm actually working on building a catalog of that size and more right now, because as far as on record release wise, I don't have that many. Probably about 40 to 40 something songs at this current rate right now. So I'm trying to build my catalog. You know what I mean? We're gonna look at, before the end of my session of rapping, I'm gonna see thousands in the thousands at some point, because I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna be able to more comfortably and more influentially get back into the studio for myself, speaking on.
7:14
But as an artist for you, you know what I'm saying? Like that was something else I was looking into. What do you think is the core message to your songs or to your projects that you work on as far as your music? And is that the project, like is that the style in which you want to project to your fans?
Self-love is what's most important.
Mm-hmm.
That and just being a person that I am, I feel like I'm back to the millennium personally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My bars are never ending, man. It's continue. And my rhyme structure, I just think I'm an authentic rapper,
Right.
in my opinion.
I can respect that because I do see the originality there. It's very original. It's a raw talent, and you know you got to be in a certain catalog to kind of feel the method of the flow that you bring. So I definitely understand that vibe. I definitely understand that vibe. One thing I wanted to point out is that I did notice like the slight like the kind of like lagging of your vocals a little. It seemed like a little when like you would hear a song, you would sound more or less like you were kind of like just slow rolling with the verse. You know what I mean? I like your messages and your deliveries. That's the best part of your verses in the songs. I always was wondering, like, was that just a style that you that just developed around you, or was that something that you felt was like your lane right there?
I started off original, and I'm still original to the core.
Mm-hmm.
However, the eras of music has changed.
Right.
So in order to adapt with it, I kind of altered things here and there. Like my newer projects, my upcoming projects,
Mm-hmm.
it gets better and better. That's all I can say right now.
Right.
It's just,
as it should. I
actually
mean,
master your craft.
Master your craft, exactly. One thing I was talking about with the last artist we had an interview with Sunday, that artist in particular, I had to let him know because as I was saying to you yesterday when we were talking, the brother is very inexperienced in the craft of creating music, so he has no idea what he's stating when he made the statement that he was a rapper, you know, and he wanted to be a rapper. I said, now to say you want to be a rapper is one thing, but to say you are a rapper and you don't have production, you don't have anything to produce, that conflicts with the situation. So for me, I think this presents a question that I would like to ask you since we have you here with the show. What do you think your definition of an artist is?
Artists is just somebody that can pinpoint and share their emotion or their thoughts through words. Me, I'm more into the poetic phase, but however you deliver realistic actions
Mm-hmm.
through music, that's what makes a person an artist. It just depends on the type of artist. It could be an actor, it could be a singer, just from a writer's perspective.
Right.
Art or painting. However you paint a vivid picture.
And that's the biggest point that I look at. You know, one of my major hangups when it comes to, you know, composing music is making sure that the song that I'm creating depicts an imagery that you can see through the words that I'm using. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's worse than hearing a song and you hear the words, but you cannot envision the message that's coming into it? You know what I mean?
It's difficult for me to comment on that because I've always been a supporter that
Okay.
has an interest in hearing more of what I have to say. I guess it's like the whole storytelling.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can hear the words and you can kind of like close your eyes or to each his own, but you can understand what the words mean.
Right.
Metaphorically speaking in one form or the next. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, the metaphors, that's mainly what my rhymes are, metaphors and punchlines and stories.
I can dig that. I can dig that because that to me makes it just makes the uniqueness of an artist what they are, because it's a piece of them added to the craft that makes a musician, makes music and art, creative from an artist. For me, you know what I mean? Because as you create music, as you develop your sound, and you go into these phases of like creating and making things new, making new songs, you develop a critique of even yourself, you know what I mean? Because you want to continue to present just that off the top hit, Whoa, wait a minute. What? Let me talk to this lady real quick. Oh, hold on a minute. Well, thank you.
You know what that means?
Well, if you didn't hear that by now, then y'all should know it is 7:20 in the evening over here on the East Coast, but it is also 4:20 over on the West Coast. And what we usually do, and we likes to do over here on the Peasy Show, is we likes to take a nice little hit of that day. So as that lady just told us to do, is what we so shall do. Take a smack of this, take a smack of this dank.
Everybody ain't getting the ceremony ready. Thanks to all the viewers, and then thanks to the JPZ Show, the PZ Show, for making this possible. All supporters, and most importantly, I gotta thank the higher power, to the Lord up above, for allowing me the words. You know what I'm saying? To speak through poetry and let the feeling be emotion.
7:21 p.m.
Ain't that a fact? Ain't that a fact? Because boy, if it wasn't for the man upstairs, or whoever the Most High shall be, we know it is not through nothing else but that power that grants us everything that we have. Believe it or not. I mean, truth be told, I look into it as like I thank God that I've been given so much grace throughout even the struggles that I've dealt with. I went from a fully sighted person who had a craft on just doing music, but I played myself when I had my vision. I did. I ain't gonna lie, I played the shit out of myself because I didn't take my music serious until after I lost my vision. And it became my drive. It became
recent in terms of,
right, and it became my drive though. Like, add that to the fact that like my father who passed away now almost 4 years ago told me before he lost his ability to even speak to me that I shouldn't stop what I'm doing with music.
You lost your ability to speak?
When my father had his heart attack, he was unable to. He had a heart attack and a stroke at the same time. So
That's kind of like how my grandfather.
Yeah, so when he had the heart attack was one thing. But after he had the stroke, it took away his ability to speak.
So it was like he was babbling, like
it was just grunts. It was grunts and moans. Right. It was like grunts and moans. I could not understand my father, and it hurt me because I was so used to hearing him speak knowledge and wisdom to me. You see what I'm saying? I had years of that information that he drilled into me. So, having to deal with the last years of him not speaking to me, it really did some things to me. It made me reflect on everything he has said to me. You know what I mean? And one of the biggest things that I always stuck to was I remember the first time
7:23 p.m.
I performed this song, me and my older sister, we performed this song that we had wrote. It was a remake of an old Johnny Taylor song. I don't know if any of you guys out here know the artist by the name of Johnny Taylor, but he's an R&B singer from back in the day. He's an R&B singer back in the day. his famous song is "Who's Making Love to Your Old Lady? Why you out making love?" You know what I mean?
7:24 p.m.
And he had this song because my mom, my stepmother, and my father used to play this like consecutively.
7:24
Like they was big into the oldies. So, right, there was this one track on that album. They played a lot. It was called "Dogging Me Around."
7:24 p.m.
You know, and
Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room.
you know what I mean? So for real, like it's just it was amazing. Like the transformation that I had experienced with music, it was to me, it was that markable imagery that I took in
7:24
because it was something that I couldn't understand it at first. I had this really
7:25
weird connection with music. I was always fascinated with the sound, the styles, and all of these different, you know, original projects that would come out. Like, listen, my mind was blown when my father first started playing artists like Stanley Clark and fucking Dukes, the Dukes brothers, and like Joyce, like, you know what I mean, like Parliament.
7:25 p.m.
Why they stop you?
But like the Parliament, Funkadelics, you know,
I remember them
Commodores, and like I'm just like naming a few people.
Right.
But
I remember them. Well, I remember hearing them, listening to them. When
I
I was a
actually
kid.
had the opportunity to see them in person before. That was Key Funk, I think, Funkadelic. They were at Stone Mountain at the mountain.
Oh, word. I know. I'm familiar with that area. I'm familiar with that area out there in Stone Mountain.
Was that?
He's talking about a local concert. It's like an area where they host a lot of large concerts and stuff.
Kind of like Woodstock?
So, but it's sort of like it'd be similar to like Tom Jr. Be like an arena stage.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, but they have a lot of stuff like that down south. There's a lot of stadium areas and stuff like that because they host a lot of band.
A lot of baseball stadiums, I know.
Yeah, they got a lot of those. They got a lot of football fields and all kind of stadiums and stuff. Mainly because of the simple fact that they host a lot of sporting events down there.
Right. Plus, geographically down south, there's a lot more fields down there.
That is true. But what do you think is
7:27 p.m.
as I get back into this thing? Okay. Hold up. Ooh, okay. And that smoke break was brought to you by the lovely strain called what now? Yeah, it was called that. The Hakamoto. Hakamoto.
No, don't do Dirty Star. Don't do Dirty Star.
You know, man love to raw blunts, all love to raw blunts.
Most deaf.
He said,
We got
you know what? He said this
So,
song.
rawblunts.com.
it.
Get your product, feel smokery.
Yeah, man. Like it's what we like to do here, cause it's to me it's a session of chill time. But like what do you see out here when you look at the modern music that's out here in the streets? That's a question to ask because I look at the music out here. I stopped listening to the radio because of this. I'm gonna be honest. I myself stopped listening to the radio after this shit. But what is your view on it?
I see the audience and the listeners, all the supporters,
Mhm.
everybody that makes what I do worth doing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It seems like I can just write a song, go ahead, drop it down, and there's somebody that's feeling exactly like that. So
Right.
you get therapeutic way of hearing sound also, you know what I mean?
Right. I could dig that. That's a good way to reflect on things, like for real, because it's not about.
Your live audio.
Truthfully, I think of it as
Edit box.
not
Scan
really
preview wave.
being
Button.
a focus
Get
on
progressive voice. Double tap to activate.
being a focus on
He got it down. It kind of shit made me sit down.
who they are, like as an artist, but more or less the message and the projective, like overall, like theme that they present that actually is palatable to people, like something that can really resonate with somebody. And I think I'm very thankful to say that I have people that listen to the music that I play just as much and do things like that, you know, and they support my music, which I love, you know, my supporters and everybody that shows love to my music as well. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. And like I said, okay, so here's a crazy question. I know you got followers and people that love your music, right? So have you ever had an interaction with any of the people that have missed that like that are listening to your stuff right now? And if so, like what was that like for you? Your first interaction with a fan or a follower?
I would say my first time realizing a fan was back on MySpace.
Right. Me too. It's funny how it goes that far back though, bro. It's crazy funny how it go that far back.
Do you like chicken for lunch?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be doing something, but I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, man, like
My fault.
no, you good, brother. You good, brother. It's just like I was saying, like me personally, I'm a person now of a particular age. I know I've said this a lot. My age is, you know what I'm saying, not relevant at this point. It's just the fact that I'm born in an era of music that was more like the starting point of the music, where when you hear the music that is out here now, for me, it's like, what the fuck? What happened? Is this what it was supposed to evolve to, or what the fuck turned it this way? You know what I mean? Because I really think about the structuring as far as like how other people like reflect the stuff now. And I don't know about you, but I focus a lot on what my songs project to other people. You see what I'm saying? Like how my listeners take the music that I produce in. You know what I mean? Because
simply,
oh, go ahead.
what I can guarantee is when you press play on any one of my tracks, whether it begin with the hook or verse, you can guarantee consistency of lyrics.
Right.
When I speak something, I want it to be difficult for anybody to try to intimidate.
Mm-hmm.
Not intimidate, what's the word I'm looking for? Interpret or say the word for word as I am.
Imitate.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Imitate, excuse me.
Right. I got you.
Smoke a lot. But yeah, it's gonna be difficult for you to keep up. Not saying whoever. To the average person that's gonna hear the song for the first time, it's gonna stick in your head, but you're gonna have to hear it again to actually be able to feel the words and understand the meaning to them.
Catch that texture.
It's catchy though.
Yeah, catch that texture.
They had a little young kid, I'd say maybe 5, 6 years old.
Okay.
On MySpace that had followed me, and they were calling themselves me.
Oh wow.
You know, I went back to MySpace. I ain't know how to adapt to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that was my first fan then. And it's just steady followers. The streets have been my greatest listeners. You know what I mean? As I travel from place to place, all the people that I meet, that I'm kicking new music to, is joining a new group of listeners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you become local here, there, here, maybe not this place, but there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the most important thing, like shout out to New York too, right now, all love. You know what I mean? By having actually given the opportunity of hearing this through Instagram. Any questions? I mean, I've been doing the Smoke a Lot radio, so anybody that's listening,
that was just about to say that.
Catch me there.
I was just about to say that. When did you start doing? When did you start getting with Smoke a Lot Radio?
I'd say maybe about 3-4 months, maybe.
Okay. So
I
that
ain't
sounds.
tuned in, but I'm saying, kind of wiggle my way to moderator, which I'm greatly appreciative of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Work that. I see you.
It's
I see you.
my most important thing as far as dealing with artists or anybody in this industry is being true and
Right.
creating good friendship. You know what I'm saying? Being solid.
All right.
So
Shit.
that's what I'm gonna continue doing, man.
That's what's up, and that's how you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's a big thing for me too, is consistency and keeping, just staying up with new things, just finding something to keep your hands on. You know what I mean? At this point in the industry, you know what I mean? As a creator, you don't just have the art of making music. You also have to feel your way through other endeavors as well, because that's only a piece of the money. You know what I mean? So as you look into the investing side of life, with your music and progressing in the career, you have to also, feel your way through other things, find other avenues, because music is ever changing and evolutionary. So as you're only good as long as you're good, until you're not. And that's what they say. Anyway. But at the end of the day, I seen MCs that are fucking in their 50s rock a house. So I'm just saying, it can happen, and it's definitely a possibility. So one things that I loved about like being just enabled able to be around like an artist like yourself, right? It's just the fact that I see such a different element of music with you. You know what I mean? Like I see you, and I know another artist that actually really, really sounds like he and you would work together on a project. Like, I actually did a track with him, and I released it on my last album this year that I just dropped. So yeah, my boy Frog Lethal is definitely an artist that I would suggest. You give me a vibe that fits his category of music, his category of lyricism. I feel like you and him making a collaborative song together would be a dope ass track.
Well, just easy as the same way as me and you have a track together. I'm always open to work with new artists, man. Collaboration was most important. I hold favor to my big homie, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So anything like a compilation is right up my alley.
That's what I'm saying. That's really what I'm saying. Because honestly, truthfully, bro, that's kind of how I'm looking at it myself. I need to push towards, putting in more work towards getting a lot more things together, for like the fact that, as artists, we have to continue to keep coming out with new content for the people to listen to keep everybody's attention. As crazy as it is, it's like a drug. You have to keep producing it. You have to keep producing to keep the fiends together, Oh yeah.
Shark Infested Waters. Shark City copyright trademark Shark https://www. Add a comment.
Yo, I tell you what. I swear, when you listen, I'm always game for working with artists and music. Like biggest thing, you know what I mean? One of the things that I realized too, that because I had been doing music for so long, I've been recording songs since I was like probably 16, my first time recording. I tried to work with a musician who used to play the keyboard and tried to make, Casio beats, type of formats. Wasn't all as creative as I could have, as he would have been or could have been, so to speak. But bro gave me my first shot at saying that I could be an artist and write something. And I wrote a whole song for him. Sat down with him. We recorded some shit. I think I was probably 15 when I did this. 15, 16. Like, might have been 16 though.
2000, early 2000s.
Yeah, 99, early 2000. This was when Pastor Troy was the shit in Atlanta. Pastor Troy was the shit.
I was listening to
Youngblood and Dungeon Family. Exactly. Youngblood and Dungeon Family. DTF had just dropped their album around that time. Grab your ticket. Come get ready. TransDF Express. TransDF Express. Come on. I'm from the South, bro. I grew up in the South, but I'm born right here in Albany. So respectfully, I respect the city I'm from. I was born in, but I got nothing but love for Georgia and North Carolina and Florida and Mississippi. Georgia, Florida, when they acting like their governor need to get the fuck out, because obviously they don't care what the fuck he doing to them. They really don't. And I be looking mad sick faced at my cousins and them down there. I'm like, yo, what is y'all doing? But anyway, that's another story. So check it. Off shit. Like, here's an off topic shit. Today we usually have Talk About It Tuesday topics, right? So I had a topic that I found yesterday, right? It was something I found yesterday on my music page, on my Mr. J Guns page.
I'm gonna go pick my
Right? Yo, but like, it's crazy. The post is crazy. So
crazy.
Like, the craziest shit. It's so crazy. You gotta actually hear this shit. Like, I can't even say it because the way he says it is so much different to the way you need to hear it. Right. I might as well just play the video for you once I pull it up. So just give me a second, because I literally checked this out. I checked this video out. I played it for my people. And this shit is crazy. Huh?
You get that email, that song, right?
Oh, didn't check the email yet. I'm about to go check that actually. I'm gonna go check that now. But
If you play that before the interview over,
you know that I'm always before we plug it, before we gonna play your song after we do this part, and then we're gonna have you plug in all your stuff after. So yeah, that's coming. That's why I didn't say nothing about it. I'm still we not done yet, but I do want to talk to you about this since we're already a half hour into the show. But I do, because it's crazy. I'm telling you, this whole shit is crazy. So it would have been our talk topic today, but also because of the interview and because this was this was looked at as a controversial thing right now. So in all technicality, let me see where I can get to the post. Okay, I think this is it. All right, so let me pull up the speaker.
Once again, while you're doing that, I want to tell everybody, tune in to Smoke a Lot Radio. Shout out to the sponsors, Raw Blunts. You can get your Raw Blunts at rawblunts.com. You can get your merch at smokealotradio.com.
Better know that. Hey, showing love to the sponsors as well. Dope. Y'all go check out my folks. Definitely fuck with the sponsor. But this is
crazy one bones like you're real.
All right.
Back button out of grid pager.
So
Double tap.
wait a minute.
Page. This reel is unavailable.
Oh, what the
Back
hell?
button out of grid page. This reel is unavailable in vertical pager.
What? Yo, stop playing. They
Page.
pulled it.
This reel is unavailable.
They probably pulled it. Nah, I don't
Back.
think they pulled it. I think it's the wire. I think it's the signal.
Jim Diamond 95. Animation. Back button out of list.
He says, I give you $1 billion if you suck my dick. Right now. First of all, that nigga ain't even asking you for how long you should suck that shit. Hypothetically speaking, that nigga tells you 5 minutes. Would you rather be gay for 5 minutes or stupid for life? For $1 billion, I could buy me a whole new fucking mouth. Talking all this shit about you getting paper, and at the moment that there's opportunity to get paper, you ain't gonna do that shit. At the end of the day, it's a gay action. What you do doesn't make you gay. It's the intentions behind it. It's whether you like it or not. You feel me? I could kiss a nigga. That don't make me gay. I could fuck a nigga in his ass if I want to. That don't mean I'm gay. I could just do it just to do it. And I'll still be straighter than a fuck rich white nigga walks up to you and he says, I give you $1 billion if you suck my
So, wait a minute.
Back button.
Wait a minute. But wait a minute.
Facebook. Breaking it.
But wait a minute. So wait a minute. This man just basically said that if somebody came to him and offered him $1 billion, he basically just said he would do this. He just basically stated he would do this. So this is crazy. If a motherfucker offered you $1 billion to suck his dick, regardless of how long it is, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Like, wait a minute. Where the fuck did this come from for some money?
Come on, man.
Like, why was this even a relevant thing for some money? Like, are we seriously that fucking deprived of having nothing to do, so we have to show our money to other poor like people by saying, I'll give you $1 billion if you suck my dick? That's really some fuckery type shit. That's you're a slimy ass dude. Okay, anybody that does that shit, like seriously, anybody that says that type of shit, you're a slimy ass motherfucker. But like, imagine, like,
I don't
motherfucker said to look. The question that I was presenting to this topic that I came up with for this particular thing, because as you heard, like from just that, what is your reflection to that audio you just heard?
Yo, what's up?
You didn't hear that?
Yeah, I was hearing it, but I'm looking at something at the same time while you're going through your media.
No, I actually played the video clip. I'll play it again. But oh my God, it's that bad. It's that bad. It's that bad.
Tuesday, February.
It's that bad.
Device unlocked.
We really shouldn't
Back
give it a
button.
second play. But
In list. You're all caught up. See new activity. Today.
All right, so
Larua Wahe and Parsias.
I think this is it.
Back button.
Let me see.
Page. Real line.
Two of the few things that could kill a relationship continues.
Back button. Ads. Recent activity from your stories about you. Story media preview. New. Crazy one bones like you're real. 11 minutes of media. You're all caught up. See new today. Larua Wahe and Parsi. Unlike media. Jindiamon 95. Animeships 28. And
It's this one.
back button. Out of list.
He says, I give you $1 billion
Like.
if you suck my dick. Right now. First of all, that nigga ain't even asking you for how long you should suck that shit. Hypothetically speaking, that nigga tells you 5 minutes. Would you rather be gay for 5 minutes or stupid for life? For $1 billion, I could buy me a whole new fucking mouth. Talking all this shit about you getting paper, and at the moment that there's opportunity to get paper, you ain't gonna do that shit. At the end of the day, it's a gay action. What you do doesn't make you gay. It's the intentions behind it. It's whether you like it or not. You feel me? I could kiss a nigga. That don't make me gay. I could fuck a nigga in his ass if I wanted to. That don't mean I'm gay. I could just do it just to do it. And I'll still be straighter than a fuck rich white nigga walks up to you and he says, I give you $1 billion if you suck my dick. Right now.
Right now.
First of all, that nigga ain't even asking.
That
Back
nigga said
button.
right now.
Right.
Like, obviously you get no time to think about how long. Even in that statement, like, wait a minute. First off, like, the fact that this question is even a question today, but it's just, I brought it up because I found this post. It was a post that was sent to me. I guess my friend thought this was funny. It just blew my head off. First off, it blew my head off.
Shotgun.
I was shotgun blowed away. Straight up. Straight up. Cause like I heard it and all I kept thinking is, are you serious? Is this even a question? Bro, that's
wild.
foul.
That's wild.
That's foul. How you gonna ask a man, you gonna walk up to another man and tell him, man, I'll give you $1 billion if you suck my dick right now.
Yo, I had tuned the camera in to the YouTube, SmokeAloudRadio.com for the merch, and RawBloods.com for your smoke sessions. I just want to keep it out there. You gonna play the music, man?
Oh, definitely. Oh shit, I gotta get to your link. That's right. But nah, like I didn't get your answer on that question though from the video. Oh God, because that was just.
Controversy in the way. I'm not against doing things like that, bro. I'm against doing
Fact.
illegal things.
Right.
Instagram home feed.
That's all. That's the
Moto app launcher.
That's a lot of fucking money, man.
Yeah, but a motherfucker asking you to suck his dick right then and there for that money.
Right.
That's the problem that I got with that whole situation. Why couldn't you ask me to do like that was saying, like, why couldn't you ask me to do like just some crazy task or something? Come to me and be like, yo,
Gmail.
do this, go down the street and fucking rob a bank and go to jail and say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and say that you did it for fun.
Mail. Search in mail.
And I'll give you $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like, okay, crazy shit. Like, I'll do that. Like, I would do that. Bullshit. Bullshit. I would do that.
Right now, I told you go rob and
I will put a fucking gun in my hand, walk in the motherfucking bank. Hopefully, I don't get shot.
Yo, you is so.
I will put a gun in my hand and walk in the bank for the bill.
Yo, you was mad. You was a bad man.
I did it for fun. Listen, I'll be $1 billion taller when I step out this bitch. Ain't gonna have no fines because the money wasn't stolen.
$1 just get $1 billion.
Right, I'm gonna rob for $1 to take $1 billion home. Fucking right, because I'm gonna go back to the same bank and drop that shit in the bank. Fucking gangster on their ass. Like what?
Yeah, here's $1 and his
Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Unread. Gucci Mane. Collab. Let's work. What's up? It's Anno Dominic.
You know,
Unread.
Dominique.
Fan Lab. 5 messages. A new
Where? What email?
That's
That's why.
account and setting. Use Martin Millennium. Add another account.
Hold up.
Use it blind MC.
I just had to get to my email account. I was in the wrong account just now. So I'm about to get ready to get to your song
Filter icon.
after we get to it real quick.
Promotions. PayPal.
Ooh,
Unread. Important. Rob Weeks at
There he
5:49
is.
p.m. Audi. Deserves a Grammy.
Yo,
deserves a Grammy.
Cause really, when you send me the live request, I was on my other page.
Right.
Can we end this live and do a second part when you play the music on my other page?
How about, yeah, I can just jump on and you come on and you,
switch pages, man. Let me
or
switch
yeah,
pages.
jump out and switch pages.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, jump out and switch pages. That way we ain't got to end my live for it. Nah, he was trying to switch profiles. So I feel, I listen, it would be dope. I could do that. Shit, that's a hell of a promo.
So okay,
Let him have it.
So this is definitely a better interview.
A way better one
This is
than
an interview.
we've had before, which is this is the thing that I appreciated about doing these interviews, because you gather information about artists and things that they, you know, you may have not known about their backstory and, you know, how they started their journey in music. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful story to tell. It's a beautiful story to hear.
You waited, Chris Love.
You know what I mean? Because when you get to really
You
hear these artists and
Email
listen to the
150 join.
music, you know,
You. Button.
yeah.
Double
Shit.
tap to. Miss Gabrov sent a request to be in your live video.
I
You.
think I
Button.
got him.
Pop-up window.
Let me see.
Go with Miss Dabrock. Instagram. View button in list. Double tap to activate. Add a comment. Edit box. Out of list. Double tap to edit text. View button in list. Broadcaster. Out of list. Double
Is
tap
that
to
the right
activate.
one?
Okay.
All right, was that the right one? We just loading up real quick. I didn't want to get you out. I didn't want to have you out and then that shit jump off the wrong.
Once again, I want to send a shout out to my A-Top Connect. I'm still solo in here repping my, you know what I'm saying, open to all collaborators, you know what I'm saying. Thank you to the viewers, the high power, JP's especially you, bro, for making this possible.
Man.
All the listeners, man, we really appreciate y'all, bro. And it's rawblunts.com, you know what I'm saying? Tune in to Smoke a Lot Radio on YouTube, bro. You can catch me there.
Deserves a Grammy.
You better know it. And this one right here, he just sent to us to give you guys exclusively is his single Deserves a Grammy. Let's get it. See what it do.
Open with YouTube Music. Out of list. Just once. Button. Oh. Deserves it.
Ill beats. Lord, I'm on a path to raise me where I'm headed. Another money slab. And it's a lovely day to get it. They weren't even ready, rather than Trump is about to King Kong. Battle round schemes, smoking out another sing song. Simply jotting pencil to paper, always bring home. Feeling navigated, I deserve a baseball. Enough about that, leave it there, cause here the shit goes. Freezing air, souvenir, watch the Jason stay on tiptoe. Coolest here, steering clear, cause his life was always brilliant. Back in the gap, black women was mixed with Indians. My pocket, the definition to the pilgrim. What I'm saying is, my great grandmother had a lot of children, nightmares and dreams. Regular since I was little, power pocket on the track, still beat sour river. Take pride for these, cause they use me. San Francisco, locked on your back to Bradley. Tri-City, Chi-Town, your family, now it's me. Artists deserve the Grammy. Tim the Key, Memphis, back to Kingston. Chattanooga, President Souls, Oklahoma. They swerve, they told us, but I live in Pensacola. I'm free that state. Purchase for Tijuana. Guatemala, they ship it off to Hawaii. And that's Japan. I slang like Okinawa. You know the world now is surely vibing. Purchase too, just to keep music popping. Rock the instrumental still on change. Dollar bill, bad up from pocket change. Keys to the range in the Lexus Smith and Wesson on the range. In Texas, money in my possession is the only blessing. Take rock for these, cause they keep you jamming. San Francisco, locked on your back to Bradley. Tri-City, Chi-Town, your family, now it's you. Artists deserve the Grammy. Gambling casino, Black El Patino. Sicily, I ask you. Straight to Reno, do some shows, they live the dream slow. Figure 4, 6 figure though, every day I send some more money. Send me a tour, time to keep stating trumpet. Magical talent, power control like puppets. Live luxurious life. My name was Muslim, grinding for dollars every day. Hustling skrilla, wax tactics, Grammy as an armadillo. Rep top, army ninja getting richer, so we rep the ill be set until I hate the later pillow laughing, jiggle master finish taking. Take rock for these, cause they keep you jamming. San Francisco, locked on your back to Bradley. Tri-City, Chi-Town, your family, now it's the artists deserve the Grammy.
I'm fucking with the vibe, bro. I'm fucking with the vibe, okay? I'm fucking with this new vibe, bro.
Mail.
That probably came
Deserves
out
it.
about 14, 15.
Yeah.
The beat, straight out Latonia.
Mhm.
I shout out everywhere I got love for, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't missing spot. So
For sure. For sure.
that's how I feel about the music, man.
Man, that's love, bro. And as we get to the nitty gritty, and we've gone through talking about so much already on just this little bit of time that we've had on here, man. It's an honor, I'll say, to have you on here, you know, giving us this interview to the show, man, because I really appreciate you coming through here and laying it down for them, man. Like, I have one last thing before I ask you to plug in your information about your whereabouts. But what's one thing that you like? What's the one thing you want your fans to know right now about what's coming out for you, what's going on for you, as far as in terms of your future with the music? You know what I'm saying? Where do you see yourself? Where do you want your fans to see you?
First and foremost, I love Chris.
Viral filmmaker reveals America's hidden history in stunning new series politics show.
Listening to his music.
Yeah.
Your requests, the topics, or exactly what you want to hear is very flexible because I make music for you. You know what I mean? As far as about what's on deck, if you've been rocking with me since the beginning, you're still rocking with me. So everybody that's came along during that journey, great appreciation. It'll continue to get better. I'm gonna be back on this show with your you granted with some new music. You know what I'm saying? Right now the business was being added.
Right.
So there's music out there so much, man. Like I said, the song you just played is off my fourth project. That was 2015. Since then I did 3 more projects.
Dope.
There's not a rookie in this industry, so I'm gonna keep putting music that you can appreciate, bro.
That's right. Keep going. Gotta keep going. Yeah, man. So let everybody know one more time where you can find you at, where they can get your music at, where your streams at. You know what I'm saying? So people can go tap in with your music, and we gonna tap on out of here, man, because we done reached that moment. We at the top of the hour.
It's Mr. Brock, you know what I'm saying? MISTABROC all together. They can be for donations on Cash App, $MISTABROC.
Red
You can
circle
find
on
me on
desk.
YouTube,
Martin within
Mr.
30
Brock,
minutes.
spell the
Add a
same
comment.
way all together.
Recent. Button. Window navigation bar.
MISTABROC.
Double tap to
You
activate.
can hit me on the gram, same way. Follow me on TikTok, you know what I mean? Appreciate the support. Plenty of music there or some video content for you to view. Continue rocking with me, because you know what? We're going to only rise and handle everything that needs to be taken care of. Jay Peasy, man, I appreciate that.
All day, brother.
We got more work to do, bro.
You already know, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can hit me up backside. We can talk about it. You already know, bro. Peace and love, brother. I appreciate you once again, bro.
Open broadcasters and viewers. This
It's love, bro. I appreciate y'all for
Close.
joining
Open
us
broadcasters
for
and viewers.
another
This bottom sheet.
Peasy
Close.
show.
Button.
Man,
Double tap
this
to
one
activate.
has been beautiful, man. I appreciate y'all for being a part of it. We got Wednesdays, New Wave Music Wednesday tomorrow, man. So submit your music. It's time to get it in. I gotta go find some more music to add to the submission list. So let's get it, y'all. It's tomorrow, New Wave Music Wednesday. So let's get it. Submit that music. Peace. It's Peasy.
Are you sure you want end video? Red circle watch rolling desk. Martin within 30 minutes.
Man.
Celebrating Black History Month in the music and culture. Hashtag Collins in life.
Bagging stuff. I'm not bagging shit. Are you serious? No. They told that man did not say I'm bagging nothing up. He said he's not. He said I'm not doing it. They're not doing that. I told you they said that they were trying a less harmful